So I'm here at the DoubleTree Resort by Hilton, Puntarenas. I chose the DoubleTree Resort here because it's an all-inclusive resort, and I've had really good luck and high expectations, which have always been fulfilled, staying at the DoubleTree branded hotels. So let's come in here, and this is going to be an independent review of the DoubleTree Puntarenas. So upon entering, you'll be greeted with a nice open air lobby, and over to one side is the registration, and over the other side, which you'll find many of here, are the bars. So if you drink, all your drinks are included, except if you need a bottle of wine in your room later on. So we're here in the lobby of the hotel, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on a tour of many areas of the hotel so you can actually see what it looks like. And at the end of this video, I'll share with you my opinions of my stay here at the DoubleTree Resort Puntarenas. So they also have thrifty car rental on site, and also you can book your activities or tour operators. If you want to go zip line tour or other tours, you can arrange that here. But keep in mind, arranging tours here at the hotel are going to probably cost you more than if you find an independent tour operator, which I would suggest you do before you get to the hotel. There are three main buildings that you can stay at when you're staying here. Building number 1 and 2 are the oldest buildings, and building number 3 is the newest building. We're put in building number 3 as an upgrade, and that's the building number 3 is the farthest away from this main area where there's restaurants and everything happens. So it is quieter. This is closer, but the buildings are also older. And one of the things I like here is that in each building and multiple places throughout the resort, you got a water machine. So once again, it is nice and warm here in Costa Rica, and it's very important to stay hydrated. Our bodies are 70 to 75% water, and if you're not keeping hydrated, many things can happen to you. So drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. I would encourage you to drink half of your body weight in ounces. So if you're 150 pounds, I would encourage you to drink 75 ounces of water a day. So once again, we are here in the daytime, and this is the hallway of building number 1, I believe, and it's just really dark. I think that it should actually probably be lit up. It's almost like you're in a cave. This is the courtyard of building number 1. They have actually an adult-only pool, so if you want to get away from the kids, that's where you want to go. And they also have like an outdoor ping pong, which is kind of nice. And this is and they have a shuffleboard alley too over here. Overall, the grounds are fairly nice. Let's actually head out to the beach. Walking outside building 1, here's the beach, and you go up a little path, and then right past the palm trees is the beach. And they have many chairs you can lie on to hang out and enjoy the sun. So this is the beach up here, and they have coconut trees, and man, that's some ripe coconuts on there. And while you're in Costa Rica, you want to make sure you try fresh coconuts off the tree. It's nature's purified water, very high in electrolytes, and absolutely delicious too. And the other thing is that you'll never find them probably better because they're fresh here. And this is the beach here. You can see this is a nice manicured area with the chairs. And then beyond, they have a little bit of white sand, which I think they trucked in, and then the normal sand is a little bit more gray in color. But I mean, this is literally on the beach, and it's quite nice. So this is the view from the beach to one area. You have some trees, and then it's just a massive long beach. Goes all the way down, and there's a nice pier, and the pier is actually on property, and I did see people fishing from the pier last night. Now all the beaches in Costa Rica, from what I've been told, are public beaches, so anybody can hang out on the beach even though you're staying at the resort area, although people probably aren't allowed in the resort area itself. This is the main area of the hotel here, and there's a pool with all these little thatch roof things that you can lie out underneath. They have swim up bars, and over on this side actually they have a beauty salon where you can get actually massages, pedicures, and manicures. This is just one of the pools and one of the many swim up bars. You can literally be in the pool and order drinks at the bar and just chill out and be happy. Behind me is just one of the many activities they have here at the DoubleTree. They have classes like almost every hour. We'll go look at the menu or the board where they have the schedule. So there's a dance class going on today, and that's just a dance class teaching some kind of dance. Salsa dancing or something, but it looks like people are having lots of fun here at the DoubleTree. Now we're at the snack bar. This is in the middle of the pool area, and there's also a little bar over there, and this is where you can get a bite to eat. At the snack bar, they have things like salad, hamburger, sandwich, pizza, wraps, nachos, hot dogs, and French fries, and even a special a day, but all the food's included here at the DoubleTree. Over on this side, they have a standard volleyball court, and then if we pan around, you can see there's a a volleyball court in the pool, so you can play volleyball in or out of the water, whatever you prefer. This is just yet another pool at the DoubleTree. You can see there's like a built-in, basically, hot tub inside the pool, and they're bubbling up. And this looks like where there's a lot of kids, so it's probably more shallow than the other pool area. Here is yet another eating option. This is the Cana Brava, and this is a fish restaurant. So they have a lot of different fish things to eat here at night. And I do think you need a special reservation to eat here, but it is included unless you get something extraordinary, in which they're going to charge you a little bit extra. So this is the pier here at the DoubleTree, and you can just walk all the way down the pier, get some fresh air, but no jumping from the pier. But I think you can fish from the pier actually. So it's kind of cool to like take an evening stroll. The weather's so nice, and you know, just be out on the pier, hanging out. We're standing here at the edge of the property and they have a sign. We would like to inform you that the beaches in Costa Rica are public. For your own security, we recommend you to enjoy the beach in front of the borders of the resort. If you wish to walk out of this area, you'll be at your own risk, and don't carry with you any jewelry or valuables that may call the attention of some unfriendly people. So once again, when you're traveling, you always want to travel safe instead of being sorry. Inside here is a fitness center, and they have some standard equipment to work out on. In my opinion, it's fairly small for a resort. So behind me is a schedule of activities that happen every day for both just the family and also for the kids. Right now they're having an event behind us, so it's actually a little bit loud. They have many things going on, like a Spanish classes, dance classes, volleyball, boogie or dance time. In the evening, they usually have a quiz or some kind of entertainment. We saw a movie going on last night, and also like a show where they play music, or they make music on the stage. They also have a first aid on property should you require any kind of medical assistance. This is the theater area where they have the nightly performances and maybe show movies and other things like that. So we're here and it's the morning and it's approximately 8:57, and probably about 20 minutes ago, I was awoken to the noise you could hear. These are weed whackers, gas string trimmers or weed whackers, weed whacking. So we got in late last night, went to bed, and got woken up early to do the weed whackers. Now, you know, that's kind of a pain in the butt, but when you're paying this much money, things like this shouldn't happen. I know they gotta do the ground maintenance, but man, maybe they could wait till later in the afternoon to, you know, do it. So there's a crew of guys weed whacking and blowing, and actually that's what a lot of the noise is this morning here. You can see them down there blowing and weed whacking. And there's several of them. There's some here and there's some over there as well. Alright, so now let's go ahead and show you guys the beach, and it's out this way. This is building number 3, and off the end of building number 3 is the beach. But, looks like they got this area blocked off. Many times during my stay, which is a one-day stay, there's been many times where my progress has been impeded by construction or some kind of work here. Now this is a big property and they got to do a lot of work, but it just seems that for me in my stay, it's been a major inconvenience by having all the areas taped off when they're doing the work there. Anyways, the beach is out there yonder, and we'll go around this whole thing the other way to show you that. So now we're gonna check out breakfast and see what there is to eat on the buffet all-you-could-eat breakfast here at the DoubleTree. Today they are actually working on the thatch roof, and yes, it's real thatch. I was kind of wondering that last night, and I guess they got to constantly redo that, otherwise it'll leak. So that's kind of cool. So we're seated here for breakfast, and this is the wonderful view I have this morning. And once again, I have my diamond wristband, and evidently they didn't take that into consideration when seating me. It looks like I'm in front of the area with busing your plates area. Instead of over here where I could be sitting, where there's many people sitting along the edge of the thatch roof overlooking the nice pool and the greenery area. There's many tables over there actually empty that I could be sitting at, but instead maybe they make the younger people, because there's older people sitting along the edges, make the younger people with the diamonds you know, have the excellent view here for breakfast. Now let's take a look at the breakfast bar. This is the all-you-can-eat breakfast. We've got things like corn flakes and cereal and milks. See, rice and black beans. They're in little things like this.
poached egg with red sauce. Deep fried plantains, potatoes, and quite a selection of fruits actually. Wow, this is gonna be cool this morning. Eat good. Let's see, watermelon. Looks like some maybe guavas, cantaloupes, pineapples, star fruits, watermelons, bananas, and papaya. There's eggs and cassava or yucca. Oh, that's interesting. There's the yucca. It's like it's fried, possibly. And spinach quiche and hash browns. What do the hash browns look like? A selection of meats and cheese, cream cheese, cold meats, cream, and then different yogurts. And over on this side, there's some more fruit. So, bananas, apples, cakes and desserts and things. There's muffins and cakes and all kinds of things. It's like there's red 40 in there. Cookies, oh, and breads, toast. This area they'll make you some stuff like maybe French toast, and you could put all kinds of different toppings on it. And of course they got all the juice you want. Orange juice, orange with carrot and fruit juice. Finally for breakfast there's a little station over here that's gonna make little, I don't know, burrito like things. Looks like they got different tortillas here. And they fry them up for you fresh there. And you can put some sour cream on there and ketchup and spicy chili and pico de gallo.
So now we're at the pool area, and there's actually like 3 different pool areas. There's this main pool area, there's another pool area in building 3 where we are, and there's an adult pool on another area. Right behind us here is the fruit bar, so we're going to check that one out next. So now we're at the fruit bar, and I'm getting a smoothie made with only bananas and papaya and some filtered water. They also serve, I guess, fresh fruit, and they make snow cones and other smoothies here, usually containing milk or maybe even orange juice as the base. All right, so I got my smoothie. I'll be back probably for some more later. So I got my smoothies. They taste great, but the guy that's working this booth here kind of like came, helped us, and then like took off, and I didn't feel that he was actually too happy. Unlike, you know, many of the other people here that are working here, they seem to be pretty friendly, polite, and happy. So maybe that was a little bit unusual. Over here, they have actually a casino on property, so you can actually get all your gambling needs fulfilled. On this side, there's another restaurant to eat at. It's the Macondo, and I think this serves traditional Latin American food. In this area, they have some tennis courts. You can play tennis, and up over there is a little kids area where you can maybe drop your kids off for the day and let them be entertained. This is Kids Paradise, where you can drop your kids off for the day and let them be entertained while you're just out by the pool. So this is the area for teens. They have a teens hangout, Teens Paradise Club, and this is for teens ages 13 to 17.
But here is the business center, right there. And it's a sliding door here. And inside they have about 6 computers and 1 printer. Alright, this is how fast the internet is here at the DoubleTree. I'm going to go ahead and do a standard speed test that I always like to use. Alright, so there it is. Download speed is 0.24 Mbps and upload speed is 0.46 Mbps. So don't expect to get too much work done too quickly here at the DoubleTree.
One of the things I like here about the DoubleTree is that there's these informational signs both in Spanish and English so that you can know where you're going to go, because this resort is actually quite large. Now it's lunchtime and we're going to go up and eat lunch at the Calypso restaurant, and this is where they have the buffet like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, although there are other places you can eat. Breakfast is from 7 a.m. to 10:30, and then lunch is 12:30 to 2:30, and then the dinner is 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. So let's check this out.
So now we're going to show you what lunch, and you have your selection of breads, and they have fried crab and penne pasta, and here's the crab here, whole crabs. They once were alive. Let's see over in this area, let's see what they got. They got, looks like some fruit salad and some jello, which is also kind of available at dinner time. Also have some it's like some ice cream there in the cooler, and let's see, vegetables in all these containers, beef stew, potatoes, white rice. They got the hamburgers and the wraps. Let's see what the wraps are. Little cheese wraps. The salad bar area has a variety of things: tomatoes, vegetables. Looks like most of this stuff is previously cooked. Beans, limes, tomatoes, different things like that. And over on this side, they have all the dressings and different things you can adorn your salad with. Of course, they got the oil and vinegar. And then the fruits for lunch, you have a choice of apples and pineapples mainly, and they have some salad. And you also have some drinks available there in the coolers. In addition, they have a pasta station. Well, they'll make you pasta. They have different types, and then you could adorn your pasta with these salad fixings. It's like some sprouts, carrots, spinach, pineapple, green onions, tomatoes, and onions. Over on this side, looks like they're doing chicken skewers, and there's even more things to eat. Over on this side, they have some fried rice and some beans and chicken. Of course, they got the pico de gallo, and they got the chips. And over in this area, got the vegetable soup, and they got some onion cream soup. And then you get the dessert bar. And they just have a wide variety of desserts, from cheesecakes to pies to all kinds of different things, cupcakes, all kinds of different desserts. Finally, over in this station, they're making more stuff to eat, and it looks like they're making fish. So they'll cook you some fish to order.
So that was pretty much what they served for lunch, and for dinner, it's fairly similar, although they didn't seem to have as many vegetables for dinner and a lot of desserts and other things like that. So the food here, you know, could meet a wide variety of diets, although it doesn't specifically focus on anything. If you are vegetarian, you might want to choose a different place to come, because there's not a whole lot of vegetarian options from what I saw. We're now in the middle of building number 3. This is the pool area between the two buildings that comprise building number 3. Now this is the quiet area of the resort, so if you want some peace and quiet and you want to stay in the newer buildings, this is the side you want to stay on. There doesn't seem to be too many kids in this area, and there also is, right next to me, a swim-up bar. But all you lamb lovers, don't worry, you could still walk up and get your drinks too. This is building number 2 and has actually a really nice courtyard. This is the building that I was supposed to be put into when I booked my Queen suite here at the DoubleTree, but I was not put here. I was actually put in building 3, which they call as an upgrade. So next, let's go ahead and head over to my room and check it out. So now we're going to check out the room. We're building 3. Now this is the newest building, and this is 3234. So let's head inside and check it out. So here's the room. I originally booked a Queen suite, and evidently they were giving me this room, which is a deluxe room, and they said the deluxe room is an upgrade over the suite. I find that hard to believe, but anyways, you know, this room is pretty basic. You got the bed, you got a 5-screen TV, and a little eating area. There's no couch or any other seating besides these 2 chairs. In the suite, obviously, there would have been a fold-out couch that you could sit on, kick back, watch TV on, but there's nothing here. Of course, in this room, I think we do have a nice view, and maybe this is why it's the upgrade. We have a nice patio area that overlooks the pool here, and this is just one of the 3 pools they have here. And then we have a partial view of the beach over yonder. So, and actually, you can't sit out here on your little patio and hang out. No, inside here they gave me a little envelope with my name on it. So let's go ahead and open this up. And it says, we welcome you to the Puntarenas DoubleTree Resort by Hilton, and they want to provide me excellent, exceptionally warm and caring service, and all of your team members will be able to recognize you by your VIP status by the special bracelet color assigned to you. So we were assigned a light blue bracelet. Well, I guess that means I'm a diamond. And it says, in addition, it's a pleasure to inform you the benefits that a Honors VIP Diamond member will enjoy at our resort. Upgraded amenities, so once again I have this room instead of a suite room, plate of fruit and bottle of wine upon arrival, free internet access used only at the room, 1 extra ticket for specialty restaurant dining reservation, daily newspaper, 2 bottles of water in room. So we had the newspaper come today, so let's check that out here. So this is my newspaper right here. This is the Times Digest from the pages of the New York Times. This looks like photocopies of a newspaper to me and not necessarily a newspaper. The next thing I want to do is show you guys the actual room condition. Now I'm staying here at a DoubleTree by Hilton. This is like, you know, in my opinion, one of the upper echelons of nice hotels in the US anyways. And usually when I go to DoubleTrees or other high-end hotels, I really don't have any issues. Now this is my 3rd trip to Costa Rica, and I've stayed at many other places in Costa Rica, like typical hotels, bed and breakfasts, places like that. And you know, some of the things I'm seeing here at the DoubleTree, per the room wise, is what I'd see at other places. Let's first go into the bathroom here. In the bathroom, you know, once again for a DoubleTree, I don't think this is the standard. You can see here, this is the controls for the shower. And it's just kind of like inside here, it's just literally all black, like there's just mold and stuff. Doesn't look too clean. Furthermore, by the shower head, there's like all these deep water stains. Now I know that will happen, but you know what? Labor is really inexpensive here in Costa Rica, and in my opinion, there's no reason why, I mean, things should look like that. Even furthermore, there's black mold in this bathroom. It's around, you know, little areas down here in the corners, and down in here, it's just moldy. And if I wanted mold and things like that, you know, I could stay at another Costa Rican hotel. Let's see here. Otherwise, in the bathroom, I saw a number of ants. I don't know if you probably can't see them on the camera, but there's just these small little pharaoh ants running all on the counter. Yeah, there's some right there that are just hanging out. So, you know, while this is Costa Rica and there's nature, you know, I don't think nature belongs in your DoubleTree hotel room. In addition, when I went to iron my clothes here, so we'll get the iron out. I went and got the iron like most people would. I was gonna go fill water in the iron, just like this. So I'm filling water up in the iron, and check it out. When I pick it up, the iron totally leaks. It's because somebody dropped it and it's cracked, and I guess either housekeeping was not aware of this, or doesn't check the iron. I mean, you know, you could really get your shirt wet. That could ruin your evening just because of a leaky iron. I mean, the irons are really inexpensive to change out, and you know, this shouldn't happen at the DoubleTree. In addition, while we're on this sliding glass mirror door, which is pretty nice, you know, and it's cleaned fairly well down at the bottom here. To me, this is not acceptable at the DoubleTree either. It's just all this rust. I mean, it's rusted. Yeah, things will rust here in Costa Rica, but maybe they could have used aluminum or some other kind of metal that actually wouldn't rust. I don't know, I'm just not too happy overall with the DoubleTree. While I was upgraded this room, I did ask them about it, and I requested to see one of the suites that I was supposed to be booked into, and it was a nicer room in that sense. It was more connected and more in the main area where the hotel is, so it'd be much easier and convenient to walk to the different facilities, the restaurants and whatnot of the hotel. And this one, granted, is a newer room, so I like that, because the suite room, while I did like it, it had a strong smell of mildew and or mold, and I'm allergic, highly sensitive to molds and mildew, so I just could not stay in that room, despite I would have liked to keep my original room type, you know, with a little bit more space. So the time here at the DoubleTree is done, and basically overall, I had pretty much a good time. Most of the people were friendly here. I had a few incidences where some of the people weren't, including the security guy that found out we weren't wearing bracelets even though we stayed here last night, and didn't speak English, and I was trying to tell him, hey, we're just walking around and we're leaving soon, he wouldn't understand, and then he kind of gave us that like stare as we're walking away. So I didn't feel too welcomed by that. Nonetheless, everything besides the room was fairly good, but you know what? You're staying in your room, and that should be definitely top of the tops when you're staying. If I want to stay at a place with a room not so good, I could have stayed at a typical location or a typical hotel here in Costa Rica and paid much less money. We stayed here only one day, and I would encourage you, if you are traveling to Costa Rica, to come and visit the culture and not just come to a resort, because you could come to a resort anywhere in the world and get the same thing, pool, bar, and all that stuff. But you know what? There's rainforests and other kinds of things in nature, volcanoes, zipline tours to enjoy here in Costa Rica besides just the resort. So we stayed here at the resort to make a review and to hang out and see how it is, and now you guys will hopefully know, but we're off to have funner adventures in other parts of Costa Rica.